Are you a counselor, social worker, psychologist, and you want to have a successful six-figure business? Maybe you're tired of working for someone else and want to set your own schedule, take time off when you want. Perhaps you wonder, how can I have a successful counseling practice that makes six figures? Well, today I'm going to show you how you can easily make six figures in your counseling practice and give you 5 keys to make sure it's successful. Hello, my name's Dean Sunseri. I'm a licensed professional counselor, been in private practice for 30 years, and so have been very successful. And I want to share with you some of the keys that I've learned to help you grow into a six-figure private practice. Now let's look at the math first. I'm going to go into the keys next, but let's just look at the simple math of what it would take. If you're seeing 12 clients a week, charging $150 an hour, 12 is very reasonable. That could be 4 sessions a day for 3 days. And you're also seeing 1 new client a week, and that session's 1.5 hours, an hour and a half, 90 minutes, for $225. 12 clients a week at $150 is $1,800. And 1 new client a week at 1.5 hours is $225. And the total for the week is $2,025. So the week's total is $2,025 times 52, which equals $105,300. Well, that's the easy part, the math, but it's very reasonable, as you can see. And now I'll give you the 6 keys to get that math formula done easily. Let's go into key number 1. You need to get into the top 3 local businesses of Google when they search your service. So first of all, you need to set up a Google My Business account. That's free. You get a Google address, you set up a Google My Business account. Second, you need to pay a service to help you get high into Google ranking. The investment is well worth it. In our boot camp that we have, I go through exactly how to do that, but we'll come back to that in another video. And I want to give you some examples. If you right now would search in Google marriage counseling Baton Rouge or marriage counseling New Orleans, that's where I have a practice in both cities, I come up in the top 3 consistently almost every time. If you notice here, if you put marriage counseling Baton Rouge, I come up first in the search query. If you look here, this one for New Orleans, I came up second. It generates so many calls. People looking for marriage counseling in our area. I'm getting calls on a daily basis. People looking for that service. That's my revolving door that gets clients in and out of the door. Key number 1, you need to get on the top 3 of Google. Key number 2, your first session, I recommend that you do 1.5 hours and 90 minutes, and then follow-ups do an hour. You say, well, why would you do more time? There's a number of reasons for that. If you do 1.5 hours, you get paid more. You do 90 minutes, so instead of getting 150, you get 225. Some people come and they're one and done, and some get connected and they follow up with a number of sessions. But what I like about 90 minutes is that it gives you more time to get a good start. Look, the better the relationship is with your client that you develop, the more chances they're going to continue to take advantage of your services that they need. It gives you time to build a stronger relationship. And also, clients are more willing to invest more in the first session because usually when they're calling, they're in some level of crisis. They want to get in and they want as much time as possible. So it's actually doing a service for yourself. It's doing a service for them by doing 90 minutes the first session. In that first session, it also allows me to assess the problem. And what I like to do, which I recommend, is to lay out a plan for them. If I have a couple that comes in, I might say, listen, given what you all are dealing with, I recommend that you come back for 6 more sessions. And in those sessions, we're going to deal with A, B, and C. We're going to deal with communication, meeting each other's needs. We're going to deal with resolving old wounds, dealing with this self-destructive behavior. And after 6 sessions, we'll reassess where we are to see if we need to do more or whether we need to close at that point. It's so important at the very beginning is to give them a vision of your plan because you don't want them to just invest in the first session. You want them to invest in the whole plan or the vision, and it gets them to complete the process. But key number 3 is don't take insurance. What do you mean, Dean? Don't take insurance? How am I going to get paid? Listen, when you don't take insurance and you just do it on cash, it saves you so many hours. We haven't taken insurance for a long, long time, and our practices have been very successful. When you take insurance, your hourly rate is cut significantly. You have to do administrative work to get paid, either yourself, and it may take a number of hours, or you need to hire help and pay them. And so if you eliminate the insurance, it saves you lots of time and lots of money. Look, people will pay for a good service. If you're offering a good service and you're able to do a good job counseling them, people will pay for that. People of all incomes. It's part of your job, my job, is to show them what they're investing in. I mean, how can you put a price on a marriage that's going to divorce and gets turned around and becomes a happy, fulfilling marriage, and it doesn't break up, divorce, and all that? How can you put a price on that? But you need to show them that's what they're paying for. So the key number 3 is to don't take insurance, just take cash, check, or credit card. Let's get into key number 4 to building a 6-figure private practice. Secure the appointment when they call with a credit card. This is what I say when somebody calls, they want to make an appointment. We settle a time and I say, look, in order to make the appointment, you need to secure it with a credit card. I don't charge it, yet I have a strict 24-hour notice cancellation policy. So if you don't cancel with 24 hours notice, I expect you to pay for an hour's time. Would you like to secure it with a credit card? And they say yes. Look, people are used to giving credit cards over the phone. They secure appointments at the salon. They secure reservations perhaps at dinner, secure hotel rooms, and they have no issue with securing appointments with a counselor. You secure the appointment because if they don't show up, you can still be paid an hour's time for being available. And that leads us to key number 5. In order to have a good income that's steady and that flows, is you need to have and enforce a strict cancellation policy. When I was young and green, people would forget to come to session and I would resentfully reschedule them. And look, I've learned, and you need to learn, that your time is valuable. That's how you get paid. What I do with new clients is 3 times, either directly or indirectly, I tell them about my strict 24-hour notice cancellation policy. I do it over the phone when they call, when they fill out paperwork, it's in there. And then I have them fill out a financial sheet with their credit card number, and I have them check a box that says, I understand that I need to pay for any session that's not canceled with 24-hour notice. And then they sign the document. So I instill that policy very clearly up front, set that boundary, and people do respect that. And the ones that don't show up for session, if they're upset about that, look, those are the ones you want to weed out your practice anyway. You don't want a lot of irresponsible clients that are continually taking advantage of you. You want to be paid for your time, and if you do that, then you get paid if they're irresponsible, as opposed to you paying the price if they forget and are being irresponsible. So 6-figure income on a private practice can easily be done. 12, 13 clients a week, putting these keys into place, and I promise you, you will be able to have a thriving practice. Look, we want to help you here at I Have a Voice to have a successful practice. That's part of what we love to do, is pass on the things that we have learned, my wife and I. So I'd like you to check the link below to stay updated on our next Growing Your Private Practice boot camp. We do these periodically, and we would love for you to be part of the next one. And so we'd love to give you the information to see if it fits for your schedule. So go down into the description and fill out that link right now, and we'll be sure to keep you updated on the next Growing Your Private Practice boot camp. Now, we also have a video on how to start a private practice, the first 3 steps. If that's something that you're in the process of doing, check out this video right now Click on it, and we will see you in the next video.